Guys, life is hard. Success is really hard. And if you want to be something big, you want to dream big, you want to be something great, you are going to have to learn to accept the struggle as part of the recipe. Okay? Every single day you need to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what am I willing to do to get what I want? And if the answer is whatever the I have to, you'll probably get there in time. But if it's anything less, you won't. And that's just a fact of life, guys.
Where are we going?
We're going to Sema.
All right, we got our intro.
How's it going, guys? I'm standing here with the owner of Kelderman Trucks, Jeff Kelderman, and he's going to walk you through and kind of talk to you about all the products that we put on our 2018 Platinum for Sema.
Right on, man. So, well, we just started front here with our bumpers. So these are our Bravo series bumpers. The lights, got our 20-inch light bar in here. And what's cool about our bumpers is it's a 3-piece design, which allows us to do all kinds of things. You can paint them up different colors. But one of the cool things is we've got these designed kind of to match the widths of the truck. So the stock without a flare, we like to run just kind of like this with just a little bit wider here. But if he decides later on he wants to go with big flares, he can call back, order another set of wings, make them a little bit wider. So we decided doing the bumpers and the grills to add to our suspension. We were trying to get away from having our stuff look like everybody else's. So we wanted to make a Kelderman truck very unique. We started the air suspension. My dad bought a 90 Dodge and drove it home from the dealership. The thing rode terrible. My dad had kind of a bad back, so that's where Kelderman was. Air suspension was actually born. It was in 1990. I started getting into the lifted trucks in 2003 when the new Dodge came out, the C3 at that time. So we were, and that was just, and actually just from people calling, asking for, we were making 4-link suspension stock high. And then we go to 3-inch kit. We made a 5-inch kit, and then we ended up putting Big Red on a 10-inch kit. So a few firsts of things that we did differently on these trucks, and that was, we always were grabbing into these spring perches before, but on the 17th Forge is the first time we started drilling and tapping in the side of the frame here to really make this one solid piece. Some of the Dodges we were having problems with, they would actually flex this bucket. on some of the older Dodge. So we decided to make this drilling into the frame. Made this a really strong piece. I'm not gonna lie, that this 17 Ford threw us for some loops. And we designed some of our lower brackets on the 5 to 6 inch kits, the same as we designed stuff clear back from the 05 kits. And we got a few out there, and after 3 or 4 months, I had some guys calling me on these 5 to 6. They're sending me pictures, and the actual bracket on the axle that I'm attaching to is bending, and the bags are being all crooked.
Wow.
So that threw us for a loop, because that was the same design we've been using for 12 years. So it's always, you always get some unforeseen hiccups. So when the 17s came out, I got lucky because one of the friends of mine had bought like the first one he could find, and it was just in Missouri, so it really wasn't that far from me. But he paid like $8,000 over retail for this thing to get the first one he could. So he brought it straight to my shop, and we really hammered out, designed the stock height 5 to 6, and then the 10 to 12. And this is one of the bigger kits. The only thing we've designed bigger than this would go clear back to the Harley kit, the 99 to 04.
Okay.
So, and luckily Ford gave us we got some frame files relatively quick from these guys. So we actually had this kit on my buddy's truck at the Lifted Truck Nationals in Joplin, which was Labor Day weekend. 90% of the people there hadn't even seen a 2017 Ford yet, and we had one there on
Wow.
Fridays. Wow. And when we go back here to the rear, what's kind of cool is this was one of the first kits I was able to make where a short box and long box are going to be the same kit. And that's commonality of parts is what I'm really trying to do with the newer kits.
Absolutely.
You don't have short box, long box. The only thing that really sucks about these new the new Fords is they have a 3.5 inch axle, which is most of the 250s. Some of some of them have 4 inch axles. Then you have a 4 inch axle on majority of the 350s, but most of the dualies are 4.5 inch axle. So you got 3 different axle sizes. Now 450s are all 4.5s, but you still got that little bit of problem with some people who order a truck, don't have it there. Well, what's the most popular?
Right.
3.5 or 4, you send it and then bound it.
Go from
Only
there.
the ones that are custom paint are the ones that are always rolling.
I had it on my 2014 Dodge that we took to SEMA that year, and I really like that kit too. That was a good kit.
Yeah, so we've got these down now. They're quicker to put on.
Yeah.
Easier to put on. And they ride fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you had it on with it a week or so.
Yeah. And
how many hours?
That's with everything powdered. So realistically, you're looking, what would you say to do a full kit?
We do a lot of kits. If you're just doing a kit, no bumpers and grill and everything, we'll have them drop it off on Monday morning and pick it up Friday afternoon.
I really appreciate you taking the time
man.
to
Truck
talk
looks
to us,
awesome, and
yeah.
we're making a pretty good splash here at SEMA 2018.
Yeah, you definitely are.
No train horns, bro.
What?
I said no train horns.
Lots of train horns.
Oh, God. SEMACRUISE over here.
This is crazy.
Bye.